Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? How's your mental status? How's your emotional status? Physically, you okay? Spiritually, where we at? So, I want to make this brief as possible. Let's just say this is take four. I'm a little frustrated, but so I wanted to talk about biphobia. First of all, inspired. I was inspired by it because I just watched Jade Foxy. Love her down. Subscribe to her. Trust me, it's worth it. Trust me, she has way more followers than I do, way more subscribers, way more videos. She's great. But I also wanted to, we know what my channel is about. It's about psychology and how it has to do with yourself and how it has to do with, society. And what that means to me, and hopefully gives you a platform to put some light on the darkness that you have. Um, so let's just start with a confession. Biphobia. I wouldn't say that I suffered from biphobia when I was younger, but I definitely had some really not so okay mindsets. I had some very not okay ideas. Like, I don't know if I told you this before, but I remember when I was younger, didn't want to date like black guys, didn't want to date bi guys, and it was all she had made a point because like somebody hurt you, and which was true. It bisexual, most of my just hurt my feelings, hurt my emotional and mental status, and it hurt. Uh, but that being said, I had this view about like cheating. They had a wide view that they can cheat on me with and whatnot. And then someone who was a homosexual cheated on me, and oddly enough, that kind of just like broke that whole stereotype for me because anybody's who's ever gonna they're gonna cheat. Person's gonna cheat, you know. But what bothered me about the whole thing about her piece about it, which I still respect her opinion about it. Love to talk to her, but I didn't like how we talk about cheating and then we go down the line about people changing their minds. It was like a big jump because I have like a chronological order. Big jump. So like basically, if they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat on you. You should be more concerned about that, which you should be. It doesn't matter who they are. They're going to cheat, and that should not be a stigma that's put on bisexual people because homosexuals also have that stigma of just being just very promiscuous, cheaters, sleuthies, slutty, floozies, all the shit, and it's not okay. Period. There's just so much internal chaos within our own LGBTQ, and there's just a lot of stigmas that we put on ourselves, and it bothers me because straight people always have so much stigmas to put on us, which fuck them, who cares? But at the same time, I don't like giving them a reason, especially when it comes from us. Like, if you're just judging me on my actions, cool, that's great. But if it bothers me when a straight person is judging me on my actions because another person of the LGBTQ community has said something about another. Like, I do not like how there's like a lot of, it seems like there's like a lot of tensions between homosexual males and females. Anyone on the LGBTQ spectrum, there's just something that one doesn't like, especially with lesbians towards gay men, and it's just weird to me because we already get so much put on by us, and for us to do it to each other, to say that we can't keep a relationship or anything of that nature is it bothers me because then she goes on to saying something about you can be a lesbian cis woman now, but it's 2020 and that could change. So then my fears of being not necessarily mine, but someone who has a fear of a biphobic person, like someone has a fear of a bisexual person cheating on them, then what does it have to do with what does it matter? Because like if we're both cis, you can just tomorrow just be, you know what, I want to be bi. Then what does it matter? What does it matter if you're just going to if who you are can change? Because who you are can change. To me, you would have to have that trust, that bond with this person. You guys have made this commitment, but you also there's especially it's let me get to a point. There's always and seen it on TV where people have been married for 20 years and all of a sudden they want to experiment together, have a threesome or whatever the case may be. That's all fine and dandy. That's great. And who am I to say that it's all fine and dandy? If you're doing it together, going through the journey together, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you have your own separate lives, but I mean, you would want to include a partner where this could affect the other. Me changing, me wanting to call myself a cis male could change, and I would think that you would want to be a part of that because this is this is a big deal. You know what I mean? And it only bugs me because already, yeah, I said my point. Said my point. Point being it, but then what I was going to get next to, because if we go into the whole pan and bisexual, those are those are similar. We are all similar. We're all connected, first of all. So that's not what I'm saying. But like, those are similar lifestyles. Bisexual, because I was ignorant when I was younger, and I've learned very clearly, if I'm saying it correctly, bisexual, they can be with one sex, but they're going to marry the other. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a bisexual man, I want to fuck around with women, but I want to marry a man. Whereas pansexual, I could marry a man or I could marry a woman. I could marry a trans man, I could marry a trans woman. Or even in bisexuality, I feel like you're going to marry a woman of masculine energy, or sorry, female energy entity. You know what I mean? Like, that is your track. So rather there be a trans woman, they're still a woman. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I'm just not going to marry the masculine energy at all. We can fuck around. That's great. But know this. We know this. You know what I'm saying? So there's a hefty deal of communication. So like to lump pan and bisexual with the biphobia BS, it's just like it just goes back to just who we are as a person. If you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. It has nothing to do with the LGBTQ spectrum at all. Anybody can be a cheater. I think that is like my biggest point. Cheating should not just be lumped with black people. It should not just be lumped with gay people. It should not just be lumped with. It should not be stigmatized on a person, or a group of people. It should be stigmatized on. It should be stigmatized on a person. Like if I was with somebody and I learned they cheated on me for 5 years, and like I decided to work that out with them, or whatever the case may be, I'm still going to be very uncomfortable knowing that you cheated on me. Not because you're gay, not because you're this or you're that, because you as a person cheated on me. So to lump a whole group of people, bisexual people, as cheaters is highly disrespectful. That is I agree with Jay Foxy. That is a prejudice. That is complete prejudice. That's not a preference. That's a prejudice. And then what really got me was how we're culty. How I don't know if she was saying like gays are culty, but whatever. Like the whole LGBTQ spectrum can be culty. I don't agree, but I also don't disagree. I think because we are in 2020, things seem safer. That doesn't mean that we are safe. You know what I mean? They're still killing black people. That's not changing. It's not changing much. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not against the culty behavior because I don't like it against each other. I think that's bad, but to be a nice little group away from heterosexuals does not, probably because I've been hurt. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not saying that I have a stigma or anything against straight people, but I do know that I have been hurt more often by straight passing people who want to claim to be straight, people who are on the doubt DL but want to live in that straight life. Anything that has to do with the heteronormative world, I have been a victim of because of you wanting to keep that mindset, that image, that reputation, and me just living my life naturally, unapologetically, unconsciously, reflexively. I just lived this life. So I don't know what to watch or what to not say or what to not do when I'm around someone who's in this heteronormative lifestyle. Because when I can learn all the things now, I can have everything written down for what I want to have for this video, but I'm going to say something very gay, very jarring, very black, very whatever. I'm going to, because that's who I am. So, and if you're going to give me this whiplash that could be an endangerment to my life, I want to stick with my gay people. I would rather be penalized by a lesbian cis woman for the rest of my life than to be in an area with heterosexual people for a week. I feel safer with LGBTQ people. Granted, we're not the best towards each other, and I would love for that to change. I really would. We got each other. We still working on the straight people. They don't get it. They don't get it. They trying. They working towards it. They trying real hard. They are. But safety. I want to feel safe. I want to be safe. I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm going to do something. Because, see, even if I was with someone who was gay, like not but we were in a group and a gay and I hit on them, no, I'm not really interested. Okay, cool, perfect. Nice. Well, thank you for telling me. It'll be just that simple. We might even still flirt with each other and just it'll be fine as long as we don't cross a boundary. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Do that with a straight person. They can't just say that. They might say that. You know what I mean? They might say that. It safety. So yes. So what I'm saying is, Jade Foxy, you gonna live your life whether you see this video or not. Girl, I got 3 subscribers. Love you guys, and I may have 30 views. You know what I'm saying? So you may or may not come across this video, and this is not like to it. I just hope that you would not be. I would just hope that you would. I hope I give you a perspective. Like, yes, a lot of these things that you have mentioned in your video is harmful, but know that it's coming from a place of harm, safety. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, like me, I saw the lights. That shit is ignorant. Having those stigmas on bisexual people is ignorant, and it doesn't, and it makes us all look bad. So I had to go into the light. I hated having that type of mindset on a person, and then on top of that, on a group. That's horrible. So I come into the light, and also minding my safety. That cult culture really got me, girl. Because, girl, if there was a cult full of gay people, I would love to be in it. I would love to be in it. I would feel so comfortable. I would feel so safe. And if there was sex or no sex involved, sure, girl, I'm a sexual person. If y'all said it was a gay cult, celibacy cult, I'm down. As long as I can be my natural gay self, not homosexual, gay, like the whole gay rainbow spewing out my ass, watermelon cucumber, like I want that in my life. I've tried so long trying to fit in with the straight people, and they don't want me to fit in. I have my straight friends that actually we are inclusive in our own cultures and stuff like that, but I also have an outer circle that they can go without seeing my faggoty shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was really hard for me to get to this safe, comfortable dichotomy of who I am. So I just hope that you just shed a light on the other side of who you don't like. Because there's a reason they don't like us too. You know what I'm saying? I want us to all be inclusive. I want us to all share. I want us to all be connected like we are instead of separating us because of the things we don't like about each other. That's it. Stay safe, y'all. Please be careful. Take care of your mental. Take care of your physical. Take care of your emotional. And you know I'm going to say it. Take care of your spiritual. Please live your best life.